Looks like there ain't nothing but squaws. There wasn't any camp when we came through.
You looking at the same thing I am?
I sure am. Might be the way the light's hitting her hair. One of them's a white woman.
That's what we're gonna find out as soon as it gets dark.
Shilago.
My friend.
I don't know you, white man.
You're Hannah Wilkes. And your hair is shiny as it ever was.
After 15 years, you still remember me.
We thought you were dead.
After Jonas was killed, they dragged me off here.
Hannah. Jonas is alive.
No. No, he can't be. I saw what they did to him.
He was near dead when they left him. But he came through it.
Jonas alive.
It's true, Hannah.
How is he?
He's a lonely man. You could change that.
Look at me. I'm a Chickasaw. I wear their clothes, follow their ways. Let him think me dead.
He needs you, Hannah.
You don't understand. It's too late. Come. That's my son. His father was a Chickasaw.
Where is his father?
Dead. He was killed while hunting 6 months ago. I have only Jason.
And Jonas?
I prayed for this moment. But now, I don't know.
Hannah, you belong with us.
Yes. Oh, yes. And Jason should know my world, too. It would be best if I woke him myself and brought him to you.
I'll meet you alongside the trail.
Who are these men, Mother?
Friends, Jason. Friends I knew a long time ago.
My name's Daniel Boone, Jason. This is Amos.
I don't know you.
I've known your mother for a long time, son. I've got a boy about your age back at home. I'd like you two to get to know each other.
Are we going with them?
Jason, listen to me. It's only until...
You're taking me away from Ankara, aren't you? But he is a great chief. He will follow and take me back, and when he does, he will kill all of you.
Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, with an eye like an eagle and as tall as a mountain was he. Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man. He was brave, he was fearless, and as tough as a mighty oak tree. From the coonskin cap on the top of old Dan to the heel of his rawhide shoe, the rippin'est, roaring'est, fighting'est man the frontier ever knew. Daniel Boone was a man, just a big man, and he fought for America to make all Americans free. Daniel Boone.
I'm not asking you to understand, son.
There's nothing to understand. And when Ankara comes, I will not plead for your life.
Boy, he sure does travel fast. You keep up pretty good there, son.
You think a Chickasaw could not keep pace with a white man?
Look, I'm just talking about that white man. You know, son, I'm thinking. Boone's daddy must have been about half panther, and his mother pure buffalo.
He's not half so fast as my father. He was the son of a great chief. I have no taste for white man's food.
It's pemmican.
You eat Indian food?
Every chance I get. If you don't want it, Amos here will be glad to take it.
Well, I'll eat it when I'm hungry.
Amos?
He has much pride. Did he accept it?
Uh-huh.
He wouldn't from me.
Almost home now, boy. Smell that brew from Cincinnatus's Tavern from here. Come on, boy. About to set eyes on Boonesboro, the capital of Kentucky.
It ain't.
It's Cat's Paw Creek. You're home.
Home.
You look fine.
The times that Jonas and I just sat here. Do you think he'll take to Jason?
Once they get to know each other, they'll get along fine.
Jonas was always a gentleman.
Hannah, it might be best to send Jason with Amos to Becky. It could be easier on both of you.
No. Jason is my son. I married Watonka thinking that Jonas was dead. There's no wrong in that. And Jonas will have to know sometime. How do I look?
Like a new bride. Jonas? Jonas?
Oh, hello, Daniel.
Want someone to see you.
See me?
Jonas. It's me.
Hannah. Oh, Hannah. It's you. It's really you.
It's true.
After all these years. Boone, it's my wife. And she's alive. Oh, Lord, I never thought I'd see this day. After all these years. I thought you were dead.
I was so afraid that you wouldn't remember me.
Remember you. I've thought of nothing else all these years. But I still can't understand it. How it happened.
I was living with the Indians, Jonas.
Chickasaw?
They were good to me, Jonas.
They kept you in a prisoner. 15 years.
I thought that you were dead, too. There was no place to go. They were good to me. They took good care of me.
You're alive. We can start where we left off.
Jonas, this is my son, Jason.
Son, we never...
Oh, Jonas.
15 years. I mourned your death. Hated the Indians for what they did. Does he have an Indian name, too?
Tula.
I'll learn to say it.
You won't have to, Jonas.
Oh, this is still your home.
But I am no longer your wife, am I? Nice for you to offer me the clothes. I wanted you to have that. I got used to buckskin. I know it's me.
Oh, Hannah.
Maybe there's more Chickasaw in me than I knew.
You could be wrong about Jonas.
I saw his face, Becky. I'm a different woman to him. He tried to be kind, but it was only duty. I wouldn't force him to take me back.
You once shared something that made him need to be kind. Can't you start with that?
I can't change his feelings. I've been buried in his mind too long. It was cruel for me to come back.
What are you going to do?
I still got Jason. I'll make a home for him somewhere. He and his grandfather, very close. Since Watonka died, the two of them are always together.
He should remember Ankara, his father, too. But there's no reason he can't start a new life here.
Do you think that that's possible? The Chickasaw were very kind to me. but it's a severe life. That's why I wanted more for Jason.
If there's more here in Boonesboro, then this is where he should be.
Well, there's more. There's so much more.
All right, let's try again.
No, it'll only end the same. I'll win.
You don't have to be so uppity about it. All it proves is you're stronger.
It proves that the Indian way of life is better than the white man.
Just because you're stronger? All right. Tell me how much 4 times 8 is. 4 times 8 is 32.
That's just white man talk. Makes no sense to an Indian.
Now, I'll show you. Now, that's arithmetic. Now, that's just as important to Indians as it is to white men. Now, say you had 4 teepees, and you had some guests coming, say 32. Now, if you knew arithmetic, you could tell that you could put 8 people in each teepee.
No.
Well, sure. 4 times 8 is 32.
No, teepees are too small to hold 8.
Well, so are beds, but it doesn't make any difference.
Makes a difference if you're in the teepee.
Well, howdy, Jonas. Well, you're fixed to get things all spruced up, huh?
Is that any of your business?
Well, I just noticed.
Well, never mind what you noticed. Just get me those goods.
Yes, sir.
There's my tote sack.
Jonas?
I'll take a tankard of ale.
Well, you could sure use something.
Why don't you join us?
So you can laugh at me? I know what you're thinking.
Just what were we thinking, Jonas?
Her being back with that half-breed.
It just so happened we were laughing about Herman Boodle's cow.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Daniel, but things are so mixed up. I can't sort them out.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe Hannah might be of some help? What do you think she's been doing these past 15 years?
She wasn't thinking of me when she married that Indian.
You've been hating Indians all these years because they killed your wife. Well, they didn't. She's alive. And the one that kept her alive was a Chickasaw.
Father of that half-breed.
She thought you were dead, Jonas. She had no choice.
She had one other choice.
Maybe you'd really rather have her dead. Maybe mourning for her is easier than loving her. But give her a chance. Maybe the two of you can find a way to make up for those 15 years. Come in, Jonas.
Evening, Daniel.
Here, let me take that. Go on over to the fire and have a seat.
Thank you. How do you think she'll take to my coming over here?
Kindly. I don't think you have a thing in the world to worry about.
Good evening, Jonas.
Rebecca? Hello, Hannah.
It's good to see you, Jonas.
Would you like to have some coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm just fine.
Dan, don't we have something to do?
Get out of their way, I reckon, so they can talk. How would you like to go for a walk?
Oh, I think one day, Mr. Boone, you ought to become a politician.
Good to hear you laugh, Hannah.
It's good to laugh.
Nice cabin.
That it is.
Sound. Solid.
Snug, too.
You look right pretty. Even in the... Oh, I mean... I guess what I'm saying is, I like what I'm looking at. Hannah. I've come to bring you home.
It's more'n crossing a patch of ground to your cabin, Jonas. I saw that when I first come back.
I'm willing to forget those 15 years. Start fresh.
We can't forget those 15 years. I got reminders.
You don't have to talk about that.
But we have to. You have to know. Because if you don't, you'll be asking yourself questions for the rest of your life.
When I think how somebody stole those years from me, I go kind of crazy.
But they can't be put back. When I first thought that you were dead, something died inside me, too. It didn't make no difference whether I lived or died. But Watonka cared.
Did you love him?
He made me want to live. And he kept your memory alive.
But the boy.
Jason has given me more love and more joy than I could ever have wanted.
He's still his son.
Yes. But in my mind, yours too. He carries the name we always wanted for ours.
Jason.
And he is more your son than you know. Everything that I taught him, everything I wanted him to be, I based on my remembrances of you. And he's part of me, Jonas. Can you accept that, too?
I have lived with so much hatred all these years. I don't know, Hannah. All I can do is try. And you better give me 10 pounds of cornmeal.
Mm-hmm.
No, make that 20.
All that cornmeal for one?
Well, I'm bringing her home, Cincinnati.
Glory be. You know, I figured you was part mule toting all them goods these past few days.
Well, I haven't told her yet. I've been fixing up the cabin so it'll be real nice for Hannah and the boy.
Well, when you figure on telling her about it?
Today.
Today? Well, that calls for a dram of rum on me. Of course, I don't figure it'd be fitting to throw temptation his way, seeing as how he's a schoolmaster.
Mr. Pickering?
Oh, Mr. Wilkes.
I'm thinking of putting a boy in your school.
I didn't know you had a boy, Mr. Wilkes.
Well, he ain't exactly mine. Well, what I mean is... Well, he's my wife's son, and I'd like for him to get some book learning.
Well, that'll be 12 pence a month and a peck of corn.
That suits me fine.
And Sunday dinner with all the trimmings when it comes your turn round. I may appear to be a bit scrawny, but I'm a hearty eater.
We'll be ready for you, Mr. Pickering.
Have him there promptly, Mr. Wilkes.
Yes, sir.
May your tribe increase. I didn't mean that.
Well, I accept the sentiment, Cincinnatus.
Here's to you.
Still think that's a funny way to fish.
I fished with my father many times.
I got one.
You make the fish come to you?
They're hungry, they do. Once they bite into this, it's as good as in the frying pan. Like to try?
White man fish lazy way.
So we can save all the energy for eating them.
Sometimes you remind me of your father.
Pa?
I watched him as we came through the woods. He walks like an Indian. Strong like an Indian. He reminds me of my father. I miss my father.
Maybe you'll get a new one.
I don't want a new one. I don't like your way to fish either.
Bench over there and roll up your sleeve.
You will stay for supper.
Well, thank you kindly. I've come to bring Hannah home. And Jason, too, if you'll have me.
Jason, Mr. Wilkes has come by to pay us a visit. He's going to help us get settled here.
I'd like to try, son.
I'm not your son.
I know that, Jason. But I'd like to be your friend. I know that life here is different, but I got a feeling that when you get onto the hang of schooling and our ways, you'll be just like one of us.
I don't want to be like one of you. I want to live like my father and my grandfather. He is a great chief, and he will come for me and take me home.
Jason!
Jonas, please try to understand.
He's his father's son. He doesn't know who I am. Maybe because you don't know me either.
Best look to Jason.
You seem to be giving Jason the cream of your feelings.
But he's only a boy.
There's a lot of boy in a man that's aching with hurt.
Maybe I was wrong to take Jason away. He knew where he belonged when he was with his own people.
We're his people just as much as his grandfather's.
Maybe after 15 years, I don't belong here either. Becky, I didn't marry Watonka just to stay alive. I loved him, and I needed him. Now I feel that maybe that was wrong.
And having Jason, was that wrong?
Oh, no. Not that. He's all I've got.
That's not true, Hannah. You've still got a husband.
Last time I saw her, there was a moment when all the years we lost didn't matter. Just Hannah and me.
The boy's there, Jonas. Jason's a part of her flesh and blood.
I fooled myself into thinking I could forget.
You can't ask yourself to do that. You've got to remember what you had.
That's too far back. I'm a different man, Boone. I got wormwood and bitterness in me.
You aim to live with that all alone?
Who? Get up.
Just running.
It's Mr. Wilkes, isn't it?
He hates me because I'm a Chickasaw. Because of my father.
I didn't hear none of that.
I seen it in his eyes.
Why would he hate you? What's wrong with being an Indian?
If I go away, I'll miss you. You've been my friend.
If you go away, how can we be friends? Where would you go?
Back to my people.
By yourself?
On the way here, I marked a trail. I can follow it right back to my tribe, where I belong.
If you marked a trail, why didn't your grandfather follow it? Bring you back himself.
You saying he don't want me?
I'm saying that maybe he knows that you belong with your ma. And your ma don't want to go back, does she?
I don't know. If she wants him, let her stay. Israel, you come with me. We'll both run away.
I did once. My pa wouldn't let me keep Rosebud, my fawn. Near broke their hearts.
You did?
It was awful. Ma cried for a week after I came back. Pa couldn't even shoot straight from worry. Well, it means an awful lot to his family.
The Chickasaw Nation is my family.
Yes, but maybe they don't want you.
Running away now would be just what Mr. Wilkes would want. He'd have Mother all to himself, wouldn't he?
Guess so.
Then I shall stay. The son of Watonka has spoken.
You sure are a proud Injun.
That's what made us so great.
We're coming home to stay, Jones.
I'm beholden to you, Hannah. Jason, what you told me today, that was hard to swallow, but I thought about it. I know if I was Watonka, I'd be proud to have a boy of mine stand up for me the way you did. I don't want to change you, Jason. All I'm asking is, can you give us a chance to show you our ways?
If it is my mother's wish, it is, Jason.
We're gonna be late for school. Sure you want to wear that?
You're wearing yours.
Guess so. Come on!
You're late, Master Boone.
I'm sorry, sir. It was all my fault.
Take your seat.
Yes, sir.
So you're the young savage I'm charged with converting into a scholar.
One always removes one's headwear when indoors. What's your name?
Jason.
Jason. Jason what?
Jason, son of Watonka, son of Ankara, chief of the Chickasaw.
In other words, you have no surname. Do you know the Lord's Prayer?
No.
You will address me as sir. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
I set great store by the possession of a legible joining hand, plain to be read. I'm talking about penmanship, boy. Take this seat. Now, take up your quills and copy the alphabet from your horn books.
Son of Watonka, son of Ankara, chief of the Chickasaw, renounce the way of the white man. Ah!
Savage little beast!
Come back here!
Get back to your desk.
But he'll run away. I know he will.
Good riddance, I say. Let him go back to the wilds where he belongs. And as for your impudence, hold out your hand.
Travel single, or were you harnessed up as a team?
He and your bought out Cincinnati's the store. Say, the place looks different.
Oh, she spent most of last night sweeping and scrubbing.
Well, I love this room. Did you see what Jonas built for me, Daniel? It's big enough for all kinds of cooking.
It's got a regular spit rigged up in there. Yeah, now, what do you think of that?
Oh, Jonas.
You can turn out some right fancy dresses. If she can look like that in buckskin, think what she'll look like in gingham.
And I can use some for curtains.
Oh, no, we'll just have to get some more for that.
Oh, Jonas.
Now, what did I say?
No, it's just that it's like it always was. I'm sorry, Daniel.
Well, I'd better be heading for home.
Daniel, I want to thank you for what you did.
Not just for now, but for everything that you and Becky did.
It's just good to see you two together again.
Pa! Pa, Mr. Willis, is Jason here?
Wasn't he in school with you?
Yes, but Mr. Pickering made fun of him. He put on his war paint and ran off.
Well, maybe he just ran off into the woods for a while.
He's gone. He's gone back to Ankara.
But he'd never find his way.
Pa, he left markers coming down. I just know that's where he's gone.
All right, son. You going back to school?
Yes, Pa.
He never wanted to stay. He never gave me a chance.
Well, he can't have much of a start.
I know that Ankara is moving towards Mosaic in his hunt for game.
That's closer to Boonesboro than where I found you.
Yes.
I'm going after him.
I'm coming too.
I lost you once. Not again.
I can talk to Ankara.
I didn't know it was you.
I was buying Carol.
It's Ankara I'm running to.
Good. You'll rejoice when you greet each other. Come.
Ankara!
Attila, my grandson. Son of my son. I waited, Attila. Then I followed a trail laid out by a Chickasaw.
I did that.
Was it one for me to follow? Or left for you to return by?
I wanted to return, grandfather.
But you waited. Did you like your stay with the white man? Were you useful and happy, like you were in the village of Ankara?
No. I was alone, and I had only one friend.
Then there is no need for your staying. You will come back with me.
My mother. She may not want to come with us.
I was not talking of her coming back. She is not one of us. You are. She has returned to where she belongs. You will do the same.
But I don't want to leave her.
You will not need her. She has served her purpose with you.
But if you just talk to her, she might come with us.
I have told you she is not wanted. If it were not for Watonka, she would not have lived with our tribe.
And I would not be here.
Do not talk lightly to Ankara. Enough. I have decided. We shall return.
Ankara! Ankara.
Release her.
Are you all right?
Why do you come to me with these men?
I come to take my son home.
No. I am taking him home. To his real home. To the home of his father.
Jason, you're not gonna go. Do you really want to?
Ankara wants me. He will need me.
I will need you. I took you from that village for a purpose. To get educated. To lead a better life.
I will teach him all he needs to know. He will lead the life of his forefathers.
Only half of his forefathers were Indian. He should have the right to know the advantages of the other.
Ankara, you raised the boy in your world. Give him a chance to know ours.
Why is your world better?
It isn't better, but Jason has a right to know it.
Silence! You're not part of this. You're an outsider.
I'm not an outsider. And I say you're wrong.
Who are you?
I was Hannah's husband before Watonka. You say you want to take the boy with you. But I haven't heard him say that he wanted to go.
Tell them, Attila.
Jason, if you want to go, I can't stop you. Maybe you even think that's what I want you to do.
Don't you?
No, you're wrong, Jason. Your mother and me are trying to start up our lives again. But without you, we'd never be able to, and I know it. You're important to us, Jason. We both need you, more than you think.
I don't know.
You have no decision. I have made it. You will come back to our village. No! You are very foolish, white man.
If you want him so much, will you fight for him?
Would you?
Jonas, no!
You are foolish, white man. And I will show my grandson how foolish. Awetak! You will fight him for the boy.
Jonas, don't. You'll be killed.
Ankara, don't do this.
Now, show me what you will do for the boy. Bring thongs, bind them. Take them. Now, begin.
He fought for me. He wouldn't have done that if he didn't want me.
But I want you with me. The tribe will need you.
But will they accept me? Will they accept the white man in me? Perhaps I can do better for our tribe in the white man's world.
You are very much like your father. But I see your mother in you, too. Perhaps, with a foot in each world, you will be able to use the best of both to conquer the worst in each.
I will do as my father would do.
You will be in my mind always. And I will return this way again. And I will come and see if you can do this.
I shall not forget you, grandfather. I shall not forget what you've taught me.
Makes you look different. But good.
You know something?
What?
If you had 4 boxes, and each box had 8 apples in it, you'd have 32 apples.
Really? 32?
Yeah, because 4 times 8 is 32.
Suppose I don't like apples.
Well, you just have to eat them anyway.
You look just fine, son. Except maybe for this.
Well, let's all sit down.
Rebecca? Dear Lord, we thank you for the many bounties you've shared with us. This full and rich table, the happiness and love of a family bound together, and the joyous reward of endearing friendships. Bless your servants, dear Lord, and may the love that flows at this table now flow through all peoples throughout the world. Amen.